All right, so we had the excavator out here again, and he finished up on this road behind the new cabin. And he's still got to come out one more time because we got to see what the rain does with it and where the rain goes and travels to know where to cut out spots to allow for the water to go. We had him put a nice big spot back behind the cabin. He dug all of this out. Took quite a few hours to dig all of this out. And it was basically 4.5, 5 foot high that he had to dig out through here. And all of that went in over here where it made the slope. Took out the two big trees that were right here. I'll try to show them on a clip here while I'm editing this. I'll try to put a clip in of where them trees used to be. The garden's starting to grow pretty good over there. But I think what's happening here with this path, since the rain came in, we had water coming down through here. And what it does is it comes down off of this mountain up here. It's a really tall mountain back there. I think the elevation is about 700 foot higher than it is here. And it comes down and it splits on these two paths. The old one, the Jeep used to go up here. It comes down, follows right along this, and then goes right out alongside my cabin to the creek, which that I don't worry about because it's not really washing anything out. This one, it all comes out of the mountain. It actually doesn't come down the mountain. It comes out of the mountain like a spring, and it comes right along this crack in the crease in the road right here where it's a little unlevel, and it comes down through here, and it hits this pile of dirt right here, which diverts it, and then it goes down into here, and you can actually start to see where just after one day of rain, it's dug about a 6-inch trench into the new road coming down through here. So all of that's going to have to be taken care of. We're going to get it all crush and run to get some more of this heavy gravel in there to stop the water from rushing down through there, and then get the crush and run on top of it. The Gravely sitting over there. We did some work with that before the excavator came out to clear some of the trails out. And I mean, that stuff is growing quick. I just had to weed whack out all through here today and all around the cabin where the Gravely can't get to, because you can't really take that thing down over a hill. It weighs about 400 pounds, and once it gets over a hill, if it can't get back up it on its own, you're pulling it out with something. Been a lot of wildlife coming down the road lately. I've seen a couple deer. There was actually one on the security system. I set it every night when I go to sleep to make sure nobody's coming up onto the property. So I had a couple of deer on the property last night. They set the security system off, and I think they were right about in this area right here when they set the camera off. So the deer are coming really close to my cabins. And this winter I'm going to have a hunting blind right up here where the two roads intersect, which is where they seem to travel down from the waterfall up there. And then there was some guinea fowl coming down the road yesterday. And guinea fowl are kind of like turkeys if you don't really know what they are. And I'll try to put a clip in here of the guinea fowl. And what they do is they come down and they go off into the bushes and they eat all the ticks and the chiggers out of the bushes. And supposedly they eat their weight in ticks and chiggers every season. So they can come on my property whenever they want and have at it with the ticks and chiggers. Haven't had too many on me this year. Maybe like 2 months ago I had a couple on me. Haven't seen any since. The horse flies from the horses across the street are getting a little bit annoying, but they'll be gone soon too. The horse flies usually don't stick around too long, so it's just a little bit of a nuisance for about a month or so. And the guinea fowl basically walk down the road and they start cutting off over into this field looking for the chicks and the chiggers and all that stuff where the horses are. And I had a video of the horses. They were kind of like interested in what they were. I guess I've never seen them before. And they got curious and walked up to the guineas, and the guineas got upset and ran off. So horses were trying to be friends, and the guineas weren't having any problem, weren't having any of it. The horses were trying to be friends, and the guineas just weren't having any of it. We got the steps made for the cabin. Got the lap board up. Still got some cleanup to do over here, getting those roots and stuff out. Gonna have him, I might have him come through here and take this corner off so that it looks more like a roundish type hill. And that way that water won't come down this road. It'll slant a little bit, and that water should run off this way instead of coming down here towards the other cabin. I'm not worried if it runs down behind this cabin, because you can see the kind of like a trench right here that it flows through, so it doesn't actually get to my cabin. It runs around the other side of the telephone pole. So that's gonna have to all be taken care of. I'm gonna get that gravel in there and get it crushed and run, and then cars ought to be able to get up here and drive back to the waterfall. Show you what we did on the inside of the cabin here. Got the air conditioner running. It's close to 90 degrees today. Gonna have to excuse the mess a little bit, but we got the insulation done all the way up to the ceiling. Haven't done the ceiling yet. Got the microwave, the toaster oven, fan, refrigerator. It's set up to where somebody can come up here to visit and be comfortable. Not have to worry about, you know, being hot and sweating all day and stuff like that when they're up here. Just have someplace comfortable to sleep. So this is the guest house. This one is actually quite a bit bigger than mine, but I don't need that much room. I figure if I'm going to buy something for a guest to stay in, it's going to be something that's comfortable for them to stay in. If they got kids or whatever, they can come up and visit or something like that. See where I'm starting to do some of the editing on this video. Not too much going on. Gotta have him come out one more time, like I said, and get that crush and run and gravel spread. And that's probably gonna be it for this summer. Wasp just tried to attack me there. So, I mean, not a whole lot to do out here. I'm gonna get the range set up next week. This is supposed to cool off a little bit next week and not have as much rain. So I'm gonna have the shooting range set up. I'll try to get some shots of what the range looks like when I'm done, before and after, and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll some footage in now of the excavation getting done.
It should be nice and clear when it gets down there. You can see that goes uphill there, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Got one more load to take out of there, and then you start working on the sleeves again.
But that's it for now, and I'll get another video up probably sometime next week.